Data mesh promises to revolutionize how enterprises manage data. It decentralizes data ownership, reduces bottlenecks, and empowers domain experts to take charge of their own data. But if data mesh is the future, why are so many enterprises struggling to adopt it successfully? Let's dive into the common barriers preventing organizations from fully embracing data mesh, and more importantly, how to overcome them. In this video, we'll explore the real-world challenges enterprises face when implementing data mesh and how Latttice can help. We'll also introduce a unique role we've developed at Data Tiles, the data catalyst. Let's get started. The first and perhaps biggest challenge is overcoming a legacy mindset. Traditionally, data has been the domain of centralized data and IT teams, with business units acting as passive consumers. But data mesh requires a fundamental culture shift, one where data ownership is decentralized and domain teams take responsibility for their data. More importantly, this requires a mindset of partnership where teams collaborate directly to solve problems, rather than maintaining the traditional supplier-customer relationship between centralized IT and business units. This is more than just a technical change. It's about changing the way we think about data ownership, collaboration, and accountability. That's why at Data Tiles, under the leadership of Cameron Price, we've developed the Data Catalyst role. The Data Catalyst acts as the bridge between technical teams and business domains to drive collaboration and ensure the success of data mesh initiatives. Another barrier to data mesh adoption is the lack of data literacy among business users. While data mesh promises to empower domain owners, many don't have the skills to use the data effectively. At Data Tiles, we address this with Latttice, a zero-code platform that allows business users to create data products and visualize insights without needing technical expertise. Data within enterprises is often scattered across multiple silos, legacy systems, and cloud platforms. Integrating these sources seamlessly without a massive infrastructure overhaul is a huge challenge for organizations. Latttice enables organizations to avoid this challenge by using AI to connect data from various sources without requiring complex migrations, giving your teams the flexibility they need. Governance and compliance are also significant concerns in a decentralized data mesh. In traditional setups, governance is centralized, but data mesh requires federated governance across domains. Now, a lot of companies are turning toward data catalogs, believing they can solve governance issues. But a data catalog is essentially a dictionary for your data. It organizes and describes data, but doesn't govern it. Latttice, on the other hand, offers computational data governance, meaning governance policies are embedded into the data flow itself. This ensures real-time compliance and security. Remember, the catalog is part of the mesh, not the mesh. Even when the technical challenges are addressed, resistance to change is a major hurdle. We've had recent discussions around a large global financial institution where even the mention of data mesh was considered a dirty word due to previous failed implementation attempts. This highlights the importance of a phased, realistic approach to data mesh adoption, as abrupt organizational-wide shifts can create resistance and undermine the entire effort. To ease this transition, we recommend appointing a data catalyst, someone who can bridge the gap between business and technical teams and lead the data mesh transformation. At Data Tiles, we don't advocate for replacing everything immediately. Instead, we allow organizations to move the pendulum at their own pace, progressing with transformation without completely changing everything right away. Data mesh as a theory often promotes a replacement mentality where organizations are expected to abandon their current structures. But that's not always practical. Instead, we suggest taking an iterative test and learn approach. As seen with the global financial institution we mentioned earlier, trying to implement data mesh too quickly led to failure. By making smaller incremental changes, you can ensure a smoother, more successful transition. With Latttice, we help businesses progress through their transformation without the need for radical overhauls, ensuring your data mesh adoption is smooth sailing. If your organization is struggling to adopt data mesh, it's not alone. But with the right tools and mindset, you can overcome these challenges. Zero code needed. If you want to watch further videos, hit subscribe. If you want to learn more, visit us at www.datatiles.com/Latttice to see how Latttice can simplify your data mesh journey.